Pain and suffering is a sign that you're living your life. Obviously, you don't go around looking for it, just patrolling. Certain tags I've got to go and then scan. Heading my way back to the station. What is the time now? 4:34. Yeah, I should be there in 15 minutes. I will be, actually. The only reason I wouldn't be is if a dodgy car spins around and... You see, it's a game of cat and mouse. Because the reason why I know that these people don't want to physically harm the guards is because there's been times I caught them, right? Like, there'll be a car just pull up over here or something, and our stuff is down there, or maybe it's a bit, somewhere down here, and then, they're coming, and then they'll pull up over there, and then next thing you know, you see them scrolling on their phone, or they just do a U-turn and head back. A couple of times there was one time actually, it sticks out the most. Actually, it's been more than one, but this one's the most recent one that sticks out the most because this guy was taking photos because there's a paint shop right next to one of the scan points, and then he jumped the fence, and then there's the trains. He was taking photos of that wall, so even though it's not to do with our property, it's always good to keep an eye out for those that are nearby, He was taking photos of it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm doing, I just want to study, I'm just doing my art degree, and it's like, dude, it is. And it wasn't tonight, it was a couple of weeks ago, so I was like, dude, it is midnight. Was it midnight on, what day was it? Anyway, it's midnight, and you're taking photos of a blank wall, talking about art degree. Yeah, because I don't know what it is now, but about 6 or 7 months ago when they told me, from one door of the train carriage to another door, to the next door of the train carriage, was $5,000 to fix at the time. It was still $5,000 just to clean up the paint, And another reason why they know it's cat and mouse is because it is. They might say, you might think, oh, how stupid. They give it away. Well, some people want to give it away because they're playing the game. Because even though the art is always different and they have their own styles and the styles change up and colours change up, one thing that remains the same is the label. One of them is called pork. Now, the reason why I know that they don't want to hurt us is because I've chased after a couple, and they ran away. And there was a couple of others where they're having conversations with me. Oh, I'm just, studying my art degree, or, I'm just a real keen artist, and I'm just taking photos of this bare wall, at midnight. And say, yeah, but, and they didn't do anything physically, and they went away once they got caught. And there's cars, when cars, they pull up from over here, and then they see me, and even if there's a carload of 5 of them or even more, they still do a U-turn and head back. Or they park up, and then I just keep looking over my shoulder and walk back and keep walking. Anyway, what's this guy up to? I know, he's outside the Sebo Hotel. It's outside the Sebo Hotel, and he's another security person. He works for another security company. Something security. Allied, I think it is. Yeah, a couple of times I've had Allied Security. A couple of times I've had Allied Security come up to me and greet me and shake my hand. I shake their hand too, because I still view them as teammates. You know what I'm saying? They're helping us do a similar job. They're getting paid to be under other people. So you're pain and suffering. I look at it this way: when you're going through trial and error, and you're basically going off what you know, right? And if things don't work out, and then you go through trauma and disappointment, and you put so much hard work in, and people screw you over, or you go through hard things that you hadn't been through before, and it's real painful because you haven't been through it before. But you know what they say: new levels, new devils. And so for a number of years, but it's really picked up in the past 3 years, not because I've suffered more, but just the belief, and that's why it makes it a lot easier, and plus there's nothing in comparison to what I've been through, that is, pain and suffering is a sign you're living your life, because that comes from the trauma. And sometimes you get trauma from disappointments because you're pursuing things with all your heart, and you're going about what you think is the right way, but actually it ends up not being the right way, and you go through some traumatic things, and you learn along the way until eventually you learn how it is done. So the station opens up in 20 minutes, and I'll be there in 10 minutes time. Alright, see you guys. I'm just doing this because you guys can see when I come. It's also a bold statement, because you guys can compare me to giving out this information to how much of information I'd give out like 2 years ago online. There we go, tagged. Scan, done. Yes. Yep. There is no tagging, no fresh tagging. That tag there, way down the end there, was there about a month ago. So I'm not saying it was put there a month ago, but it was about a month ago that I spotted it. Because that's when I first got me doing foot patrols and Segway patrol. Alright guys, see you. Bye-bye.